Hello, welcome to the Bakwas channel for self-paced tutorials on Internet of Things. This video demonstrates an introductory use of natural language processing for handwriting recognition using an Android device. The objective of this tutorial is to use a handheld device to recognize handwriting and related drawings. This tutorial is derived from Chapter 5 in Laurence Moroney's latest book. No changes were made to the code except to use the latest supported versions of all dependencies. In order to follow along with the video demonstration, some familiarity with Android Studio is desirable. Although a smartphone is mentioned in the slide, the app will work on any Android system that is supported by Google software development kits. The steps for an app are: create a project for the app, create an user interface, code the processing functions, integrate the code, run the app. Launch Android Studio to create a new project. Navigate from the menu bar by clicking File. On the drill-down menu, click New to create an app. Select the empty activity template and click Next. Enter preferred name, location, and language for the app. There are two build.gradle files, one for project and the other for module. Open the module version of the build.gradle file. Insert the dependencies in the header section of the file. Open the project version of the build.gradle file. Ensure all variables are defined. Sorry to iterate. X.Y.Z as shown in the slide should be replaced by actual version numbers. Perform a build. Await build successful message in the output pane. This app has a very simple user interface. In the left pane project folder view, drill down from app to res to layout. Open activity underscore main.xml. Insert 3 control fields under linear layout. The first control field is drawing surface where the handwriting is entered. The second control is text view to display the results of the recognition operation. The third control is linear layout. It is used to run the application and to clear out any handwriting that is no longer needed. This app has a very simple user interface. In the left pane project folder view, drill down from app to res to layout. Open activity underscore main.xml. Insert 3 control fields under linear layout. The first control field is drawing surface, where the user writes or draws. The second control field displays the results. The third control field permits a horizontal layout of 3 succeeding buttons. To run the recognition, to clear the drawing surface, and to identify the language for the handwriting recognition. The user's writings are drawn using the canvas object. The touch event interrupts any action by the user to use the drawing surface. There are 3 methods: touch start, touch move, and touch up. Ink is a vector representation of what the user has written on the screen. A sequence of strokes, each being a list of coordinates with time information called touch points. A stroke starts when the user puts down the stylus or finger and ends when they lift it up. The ink is passed to a recognizer, which returns one or more possible recognition results with levels of confidence. The steps to process the strokes into text are: initialize the model with language and locale combinations, build reference to model, download model, create recognizer object with model, pass the ink, that is, strokes collection, to the model, parse the return results. MLKit recognizes and supports 300 plus languages and 25 plus writing systems, including all major Latin languages as well as Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Arabic, and Cyrillic. See the complete list of supported languages. Recognizes emoji symbols and basic hand-drawn shapes of various kinds. Keeps on-device storage low by dynamically downloading language packs as needed. The main way to build an ink object is to draw it on a touch screen. You can use a canvas object for this purpose. Your touch event handlers should call the add new touch event method. Send object to recognizer. There are a few best practices to improve handwriting text recognition. Pass the dimensions of the writing area. Pre-context helps to resolve ambiguity. Stroke ordering factors recognition accuracy. Shape classifiers provide scores. In the final step of the processing, the results object collection is iterated. Each object will contain one or more pairs of values. Each pair consists of the ink and the corresponding recognized text. The integration steps are: capture handwritten input text, connect button to classify handwriting, output results in simple format, connect button to clear handwriting on canvas. This example illustrates a typical session. Check the setting by clicking the language button. Write some text on the canvas. Click the classify button. A few classifications of the handwriting will appear in the text area above the buttons. Obviously, the handwriting style is an important factor in the accuracy of the classification. This video tutorial was a very simple introduction to natural language processing using ML-Kit for Android devices. The app extracted contextual information from text input for presentation on the device. There are many ways to extend even this very simple demonstration. This presentation was prepared with assistance on special effects from Sufi Isma at Gmail, Laurence Moroney for his books and videos, as well as Google ML Kit documentation. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the free open source software from Kdenlive for nonlinear editing, LibreOffice for documentation, OBS Studio for recordings, and, of course, Ubuntu for the platform services. The music is from the YouTube audio library. It is called Images of Tomorrow by Unicorn Heads. Also, to my family, my teachers, colleagues, and subscribers, a simple thank you is wholly inadequate for the journey through the years. Nevertheless, thank you again to everyone on this list for the encouragement, support, and understanding to help me to continue doing what I like doing, that is, to assist in a very small way to make more productive use of computer technologies. That's all, folks. Thanks for taking the time to view this presentation. Would love to hear from you with your feedback. You are always welcome to be critical in any which way you can. Until next time, bye for now.